Hello and welcome to a mod tutorial for Farming Simulator 19. Plant growth, criticized by some as being too short. Even on the longest setting, it merely takes a couple of days to reach harvest. Previously, you could influence growth on mod maps directly, but this changed in FS19. You need a script to do this now. That's where we come in, so stay tuned. Plant growth cycles in FS19 get triggered every so often, and the map will then update all cells progressively, which takes quite a few seconds. Here is where problems can come up with time acceleration. If a cycle is not finished and another trigger is reached, that cycle will not finish correctly or the next one will be skipped. If the plant growth trigger is reached while a NPC field is updating, that will get stopped and patches of uneven growth will show up. Now, in-game, you can set up the plant growth interval. There is normal, fast, slow or off to choose from. On normal, the update triggers plant growth every 6.6 hours. There are differences though for grass, oilseed radish and a few other plants. Trees of course grow much slower as well. Weeds are bugged right now in version 1.1.3. They seem to jump from 0 to 100% with no intermediate step. It also seems to have a different growth trigger. On fast, the update triggers every 5.3 hours. That's about 20% faster than normal. On slow, it triggers every 13.3. That's 2 times slower than normal. We need a script to influence growth time, and there is one available for download. We have put the link in the video description below. To follow our steps, you need to put the mod into your mod folder, be familiar with a text editor like Notepad++, and be able to open and work in archive files using a program like 7-zip. The mod you downloaded is named Growth State Time and makes plants grow every minute or so in game. Now that's useless for us, but we can repurpose the code to actually do what we want. Open the mod archive, you should see 3 files. Look for the growth state time.lua file and open it with Notepad++. The code does one simple thing. It multiplies the growth state time value by an arbitrary number we can set in here. The value is found within the first function and is 0.0005. If you set this number to 1.0, there will be no change to the start game. If you change it to 2.0, it will take twice the amount of time for plants to grow. Alright, if you want to set specific times, you need to know what you are multiplying with. As mentioned before, if you set plant growth to normal in the game, it takes one cycle 6.6 hours. Now the game calculates time in milliseconds. So the exact value is 24 million milliseconds. That's what the value in the code multiplies with. Here is a table to help you out a bit with the calculations. 1 minute is 60,000 milliseconds, 1 hour 3.6 million milliseconds, 24 hours 86.4 million milliseconds. Now we know that the multiplier of 1 is 24 million milliseconds. So if we want the growth cycle to trigger every in-game hour, we have to divide the value, 3.6 million milliseconds, with 24 million, getting 0.15. If you set this multiplier and growth time to normal in-game, the cycle will now be triggered every hour. Now you can do this with every value. Just convert the cycle you want to milliseconds, then divide that by 24 million, and finally write the result in the Lua code. Alright, that's it, have fun!